There's some riggings going on out there, I don't like it, you know. I'm going to go and look for my mate, the devil's advocate. Where are Marcus? Where are you? Boys! Go on, son! I'm a panel beater! A quick panel beater! Move right up, the champions. Reigning champions, reigning champions. Reigning champions. I'm a panel beater! A quick bit panel beater! God is roasting, you ain't with his shit today. Reigning champions. No reigning champions! Look like you, Bank! Get it bust up! There's no losers in this game, you know. There's no winners and losers. Tear it out. Right? Yeah, man. Let's do this, man. Rubbish! Like this.
Just for you heads, we're abstracting it. Abstract it from the metal hardcore design. Roll the instrumental. We abstract it from the metal.
It's literally like surfing, like hopping on a wave. It just takes you away, and it's almost like you get into a state where you can't do any wrong.
Whether you feel happy, sad, or you feel aggressive, or you feel whatever, is the communication of feeling in music. So therefore, we don't have to necessarily lay down, verses and choruses of repeatedly saying the same thing. We can sort of make the listener use their imagination more.
Irrelevant of what bracket you may put it in, if it's good, it will affect people in one way or another. It will touch them.
Before, how it used to happen was, you used to have the top guys, as I said, like Goldie and Four Hero and Photech and all those kind of people. They was putting out tunes that would make a lot of people in the scene think, how do they do that? And then they'd go in their bedroom or in their studio and try the most techniques, and new things will be discovered.
You create so much different sounds, so much different bass lines. You do things with breaks, and when you put them together, you create a total new sound.
All about vibes, really. So I work a lot with Ed Rush and Fierce, and we have a little kind of group of people we work with. And I think for us it's just about the vibes in the tunes always, man.
This is where we do Virus. All the Virus stuff gets done here.
And is this where you've been doing the album with Rush?
Yeah. We've been kind of doing it. We haven't been telling anyone we're doing it. We've just been doing it the last 6 months as we go along.
Today's the last sort of day we have to get a track or maybe 2 tracks.
We've got to talk to you about that, actually.
So yeah, today's the final day we have to get any new material done for the album.
It's been like 6 months in the making, huh?
Maybe even a little bit more. But we sort of made it without even realising, we just came in this room once a week and sort of made a track a week, and now we've got a build-up of material, so it makes sense really to put it all out at once.
This is what I call the heart of the studio, the sampler, the EMI sampler.
Everything. That's the texture man. He knows about layering the tunes and getting maybe more of a deep texture out of it, more of a wider soundscape, if you like. Matt also knows about all the techniques, and if I say, that sound, say sound A, for example, I feel it should be a bit more whatever. If I use a word to describe it, Matt knows what I'm talking about, and within 2 presses of a button and a little processing, it's there.
This is sonar. Some nasty. That's like our standard bass sound.
Very often a tune might be in a certain way up until the last hour.
Yeah, and just all.
And in the last hour, it's like, wait a minute, that B line's all right, but to be honest with you, I know between us we can do something a lot better than that, and the other one's like, yeah, I know, I've been feeling the same thing as well. So very often it's even, even in the last half an hour of making the tune, that can shape the whole thing.
Optical, I was into the way that he wanted to experiment, because it'd always be, Optical's one of the true engineers of music, general music has been involved in a lot of different things. It was good that he focused on drum and bass as his forte.
guy that Matt Optical is like pretty much inundated with remixes, and he's got his own album projects. Him and Everest have got a Virus project coming out, and all the 12s he does, I mean, that guy is 24/7 in the studio.
That kind of thing is pretty cool. Nice bowing speed or whatever, so you can get vibrato and strings and
He's always looking to just push it forward and just move it into the next dimension, put it through another little effects unit and put it back into the sampler and twist it up again.
That's what they call our scary strings on this thing, really. I don't like to sample other people, so this is a whole album here. We should be coming back in a minute. There you go.
As time goes on and we're making the track, it kind of shapes then. It's a sort of a sort of piece it together as we go along job, really.
So this should be the track, hopefully.
It's all about a let-off, you know. I mean, I think people's true character comes out in the music when you hear something like somebody could be quiet, but like not outgoing and loud spoken and that, but in their music they express themselves properly.
For the artist to be able to make a record tomorrow or tonight, play it out on Slate tomorrow and have it on the streets a week later, that's really important.
Do it on a Friday, play it on a Saturday, and you can gauge the reaction. That's what shadowboxing was. Shadowboxing was a night in the studio, a rough mixed down track, and it came together.
You make a tune and you cut it on dub and you go out that weekend and you just get instant response.
I think Metalheadz is the most respected drum and bass label by far. I think it's definitely the one that pushes back, the parameters and breaks new ground all the time. Distortion doesn't really matter with drum and bass though, so it's just got to be loud. It's like if it distorts a bit, and that doesn't matter too much as long as it cuts through and makes people's ears bleed. It's a case of listening to the track, making it sound, sorting out what EQ you need, i.e. does it need more bass, more top, do you need to bring the snare out, do you need to make it sound grungy or whatever. Get all your levels set, just you're happy with it. Then once you've got all that together, you're going to cut it in there. And that's just how drum and bass is cut, one track at a time, straight onto the lathe. They'll push all the machinery to make it distort and to make it sound this grungy sound, and so I suppose that is using it in the wrong way because it's like digital and it's supposed to be exact and pure and this, that and the other, and that's why digits were invented, I suppose, to make it more exact, and they're sort of misusing it, I guess, to make this effect. Dillinger. Probably my toughest client, because when he comes in it's like literally I have to cut something 3 times because you're pushing the lathe so much, something always goes wrong over, and it's literally like I'm sitting there thinking the lathe's going to blow up, and then you're talking like between around £10,000 to get it fixed. I mean, the head blows, and Dillinger just pushes and pushes and pushes. He's like one of the most level conscious drum and bass artists, and it's all very distorted and in your face, and it's tough to cut, but it's worth it. Everyone comes in and says to me, when a Dillinger track comes on, you really know about it, so it slaps you in the face.